Welcome. If you want to make concrete and you don't want to search for ingredients, then this is the video for you, as we're going to go over how to make a concrete ingredients dispenser, where you press a button and shortly after that all of the ingredients will appear in your inventory. And if you press another button, you'll get the ingredients for those. Before we start building, we need to go over power rails and how they work. Go ahead and place 3 down and 3 next to it, and look which way they go. Now try doing 3 the other direction and watch what happens. Rails have a direction that they like to run if you want to put them side by side, and if you try to build this in the wrong direction, it could be a challenge. So make sure before you build it that your rails run this direction. This can be built in a 3 by 16 area and is 6 blocks deep. The water stream should be 9 blocks deep. You will need the following items to build this. To begin, place an observer in the front corner and put a block on top of it, and then a block on top of that and come over 2. Go ahead and put the color that you want to use of concrete on top of it, and then another row of blocks, followed by 1 on each corner, and a redstone lamp. Come down here, delete this block, and put a sticky piston pointing down. Place 2 more blocks on the side here to finish off the front. Let's place a lever here and a button up here. Go ahead and place 3 half slabs coming out from your color block. Place a sticky piston here and a block. Place some redstone dust on top of your half slabs. Place a block here and then another block with a sticky piston on top of it, and delete the block underneath it. Place a block in front of the sticky piston and some redstone dust behind it. Place 2 blocks here, followed by a redstone block, and then another block. Place a block to the next to this one, and down here. Place some redstone dust on the block, and then a comparator up here. Oh, we want the comparator going the other direction. Place a piece of glass here, followed by another one. Go ahead and place a sign on the top glass. Then bring up your sea lanterns by 1 each. From the sea lanterns, come back 8 blocks of glass on both sides. Place a block here in front of the sea lantern, and again on this side. And the center here, place a block and come back 1 followed by a redstone torch in the front of it. Place redstone dust on top of the block, followed by a repeater. Place your dispensers looking down, starting at that block, going back 8. Place some redstone dust coming from the repeater to the last dispenser. Place a hopper going into each dispenser. Place blue ice from the opening back 7 blocks. Place a normal piece of ice in here, followed by a sea lantern to melt the ice. Place a comparator on top of the sea lantern. Place a block on top of the comparator and on top of the redstone. And one more block in front of the comparator. Place a block to the side of the comparator. And place a temporary block and come up 1. Then remove your temporary block. Place redstone dust on this block, this one, and this one. Then bring a row of half slabs all the way up to the redstone lamp. Bring redstone dust back to the last slab and place a repeater. Place power rails from this block across the hoppers. And go down 1. Then place a detector rail, a power rail, a normal rail, and then another power rail. Place your minecart with a hopper. Place a block here. Let's go get our shulker box. That didn't work. The shulker box does have stuff. Let's try breaking it and placing it. There we go. Place your redstone block somewhere in the center. The top part is complete. Let's go ahead and start working on the bottom. Go ahead and bring this block down 1. Let's place our observers from this sticky piston and bring them all the way down. And we need to go 1 block lower. Let's go ahead and repair our ground. Now when you build this, you will want the water stream 2 blocks slower than here. Go ahead and place a block here, and here, and here. Now we can place our observers. Nope, there we go. Now delete this block and put redstone dust on it. Place 2 repeaters on the observers. Have them both on 4 ticks. Place a block down here, and then another one. A block up here. With a redstone torch on it. A block on top of this torch, followed by another redstone torch. A repeater going into the block on 3 ticks. And redstone dust. Let's go ahead and connect up our line down here. This line will go down to the sand and gravel dispensers. It runs into this 1 tick pulse generator. Since we have observers, they will send 2 pulses down, and we only want to fire these once. So this is basically a circle of droppers with a hopper with 1 item in it. Every time the item goes in the hopper, it will send out 1 pulse. Once you get these all hooked up, you could get 2 pulses to these machines. So this here guarantees that you only get 1 pulse every time you press the button. Our machine is complete. Let's go ahead and use the lever here to start dispensing our dye. As you notice, it is timed just right. So it will take out exactly 16 items each time it goes back and forth. Now to turn on our redstone lamp, let's go ahead and take a stack of these and place it in the last dispenser. And then once it gets strong enough, it should turn on that light. And let's bring a little bit more back. Never mind, the light's on. So now if we press the button, it should dispense us all the ingredients. There's our stack of dye and 4 stacks of gravel. Let's go ahead and put these back. And we'll send out that minecart for now. The way this lever works is it operates the sticky piston here, which will either allow this comparator to send a signal down or not. So if we put this down, it extends out the block and the redstone signal comes down and back around and then sends out the minecart. The dye dispenser is now complete. We will work on the sand dispenser in the next video. Hopefully you found this tutorial helpful. Please leave any comments or suggestions below. Thanks for watching.